Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and welcome to an updated hair and makeup tutorial. We are actually going to be splitting this into two different videos because I'm going to take you along on the entire process from start to finish. I'm also going to show you how I apply my self tanner and my eyelashes. These are things that you guys have asked me for repeatedly. So I'm so glad you're here. Let's go ahead and get started. What you're seeing now is the finished product. So if you are interested in this makeup, that's what we're going to go ahead and start with. I always do my makeup before my hair. So this first video is going to be a makeup tutorial. I'm also going to show you how I apply my self tanner and my eyelashes. There's a reason why I do everything in the order that I do. I will explain all of that. I had also asked in a recent Sunday reset for questions that you guys might have so that I would actually have something to talk about during this hair and makeup tutorial, not just me talking to you aimlessly while you watch me blow dry my hair. So I will be answering some of your questions as well. I will have all of the products that I am using linked for you down in the description box. They should show up, majority of them for you here on the screen through YouTube Shopping. Just want to remind you, like I always do, those are affiliate links. That means that anytime you shop those links, I do get a little bit of a commission. It doesn't change the price for you whatsoever. It's just a little way to say thank you to us content creators for being your little personal shoppers. So if there's anything I forget to link, do not hesitate to let me know. If you have questions, you can leave those down in the comments below, and I'm so glad you're here. Let's get into it. Okay, my friends, we're gonna go ahead and get started by doing a self tanner first. Now, I just want to put out there, please give me a little bit of grace. I'm trying to do this in a way that, you know, shows you what I'm doing, but also there's a little bit of, you know, some privacy, if you will. I'm currently wearing just a Velcro towel that you can get on Amazon. I'll link it for you down below. This thing is fantastic. And I'm using the Jergens tanning foam. I use the dark color. You do not have to use the dark bronze. You can definitely use a lighter one, but this is the one I like. It works really well. I'm using a mitt, just a black tanning mitt that I get from Walmart. Stuff works fantastic. And I'm telling you right now, this is the easiest way I have found to get a tan. The color is very even, and I like that it's not orange. It's this really pretty bronzy color. I wear my tan during the day. I always start with my feet and work my way up. What you didn't see me doing was like my stomach and my lower back, my glutes. I literally do my entire body, and I do it naked. I'm doing it in, you know, the towel in this video since I am on camera, but typically I do this naked. I also a lot of times will have somebody else come help me with my back, but as you can see, I can do it myself. Make sure that you are getting every inch of your body. I do this during the day because I don't like to sleep in the tan. I'll put it on and usually wear, you know, by the time I let everything dry, since this is the very first thing that I'm doing, by the time I get dressed, everything is dry, and I usually don't have any like transfer, but if there is transfer, it comes off in the wash, not a big deal. Make sure you get your hands, tops of your hands down along your wrist and everything, and like I said, make sure you're getting every inch of your body. You can always build up your tan, so don't overdo it. It won't dry nicely if you do. Just 1 or 2 pumps, you know what I mean, for your arms. I do 4 pumps for my legs. Like I said, get your wrists really well, tops of your hands really well, and don't do the palms of your hands. This mitt does a really great job. It is pretty saturated, so I'm going to take whatever's left on the mitt and I'm just going to wipe it on my moisturized face. I am not adding any added tanner. You can skip this part. For a long time, I did not tan my face. However, in the summer, sometimes I don't want to wear makeup, and so I add a little bit on there. Now I'm taking my hair dryer and I'm just going to dry my body for the most part, and then I'm just going to let it air dry while I'm doing my makeup and hair, and that way when it's time to get dressed, it's ready to go. The days that I don't do self tanner, I always put on sunblock. So I use this Osea on my face and the Hawaiian Tropic on my body. Just use it as my lotion and we're good to go. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to makeup. So first things first, I'm using some eye drops that help to brighten your eyes, and then putting in my contacts. My eyes get really dry and red, and that's why I use that. You don't have to. Totally skip that step if that's not a problem for you. And now we're busting out the makeup. So I'm showing you my little organizer there. I will link everything for you, like I said, in the comment section, but we're going to go ahead and get started with some fresh lashes. Now I use at-home lash extensions from Pro Lash. They are so incredibly easy. They stay on for 7 to 10 days and they look really natural. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. I will link them for you down below, as I've mentioned 100 different times, and I'll tell you which ones I use in the description box. I've used several different types, but these are my favorite. So you start off by applying the adhesive just like you would apply mascara, and then you apply the lash clumps or the lash clusters from the outside in. And you just work your way, like I said, from the outside in. When you get to the inside, I needed to trim this one because this eye, my left eye, this is my right eye. My right eye is slightly smaller than my left eye. So I just have to trim that inside piece a little tiny bit where I don't have to trim it on the other side. Your eyes and your eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins, so it's okay if they're a little bit different. But I apply the mascara, the adhesive. I use a Q-tip to wipe off any excess that got onto my lid itself. Take one cluster at a time, start applying them from the outside, moving your way in, and kind of squeeze them as you go. They are super, super simple, and there are so many tutorials to see how you do this, especially on their website. So love, love, love these. And I do not feel like myself without eyelashes. I have worn eyelashes since 2011, and I just feel so much better about myself with them. So if you're not a lash person, don't worry about it. You can skip that step, but I love them. I had forgotten to add my lip oil, so I'm adding that now, and we're going to get started with our base. I use the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I love this stuff. It is definitely a buildable full coverage, and I'm currently using 2 different colors because it is summer and I've got a nice self tan. So depending on how tan I am will depend on how much of each color I use, but it's a mixture of 31 medium neutral and 42 tan neutral. And I like to kind of balance out the redness in my skin with the foundation. So that's what I'm doing here. I am also using just a makeup sponge that is damp and pressing it into my skin. I do a little bit of like pushing it across certain parts, but for the most part, we're just kind of pressing it into the skin. And that's what's going to give it a really nice finish. Remember to get your blender, your beauty blender, wet before using it. That is the key. Now we're going to go ahead and do some concealer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Concealer, Airbrush Flawless Blur Concealer in the color Fair. And I'm using a little tiny beauty blender, again, that is damp, and just a little bit goes a long way with this stuff, like barely any. And the goal here is to brighten your under eye and make it just look lifted. So I've got a little bit in the inner corner, pull that across, underneath the eye, and then pull it up towards your hairline. Just enough to blend it in and look nice and fresh. We're going to go ahead and use some powder. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Pressed Setting Powder, and I love this stuff. I'm also using a big brush from BK Beauty, which I will link for you down below. These are the best brushes by far. But the point of this is just to set all of that cream makeup, because now we're going to move into our powder makeup. So just go ahead and use a light dusting of this. We're not doing any baking or anything. I don't do any of that. We're going to go ahead and use some bronzer now. I am using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blurring Powder Foundation in the color Rich Neutral 57N, and I'm using it as a bronzer. And I'm also using another BK Beauty brush, and I'm putting this on any place that would get sun-kissed. Look at the difference between the non-contoured part of our face and the contoured part. It looks so different, and I never, ever, ever skip this step. I don't always use concealer, but I never skip this step. Always contour my face by adding some to the top of my forehead, along my cheekbone, and then down under my jawline. And then I pinch the brush and add a little bit to either side of my nose and across the bridge to just do a little bit of contouring there. Now we're going to go ahead and add blush. Now, I get a lot of comments that I wear too much blush. that's a personal preference, but I love blush. So we're going to apply it by pressing it into our cheeks and moving up towards our hairline. I am using Charlotte Tilbury's Soulmates face palette in the color Pillow Talk Flawless Pink. You guys, I live for this blush. It is my absolute favorite, and I love blush. I feel like it just brings my face to life. Without it, I just feel like I have one color. And then in the summer, I have been using the NARS Orgasm blush as a little blush topper because it gives us a little bit of gold tint to it as well and acts a little bit like a highlighter. Now it's time for brows. Another step that I never, ever skip. I am using the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil in the color Chocolate, and I'm brushing my brows first, and now we're going to fill them in. This is really just to shape them and give them, you know, definition and color. We aren't doing a whole lot with this, but it makes such a difference. I am not even kidding, you guys. If you are not filling in your brows, I highly recommend trying. Look at the difference. Now, granted, my left eyebrow is literally white. It looks like I have shaved it or, you know, done one of those cool like eyebrow slits. No, y'all, it's just white because I'm old. So I have to fill this in. I've dyed it. I've used, you know, all the different things, and just shy of tattooing, nothing stays. So I have to do this. Color them in, then I go back in with the spoolie and I just soften them up, and they look great. They really do. And it's one of the steps that I never, ever skip because it just makes such a difference. Now we're going to go in with some eyeshadow. This is the Makeup by Mario Neutral Master Mattes, the Neutrals eyeshadow palette, and I am literally using one color, MN6, and it's this really pretty like taupey brown, and a big fluffy BK Beauty eyebrow brush, and I'm just putting it all over my entire eyelid. And I have hooded eyes, so I'm making sure that I'm going up above the eyebrow bone, you know what I mean? Like right up real close to my eyebrow. And that's it. That is literally it. And then I'm going to go back in with a smaller brush and the lightest color in the palette, which is MN1. It's just a really pretty creamy color. And we're going to put that right on our brow bone just to kind of brighten. This is a step I don't always do. I've been doing it lately, but that's it. I don't use eyeliner. I don't use anything else. We're now going to set it with the Milani Micro Mist, I think it is. Step away from where you've been standing. Go ahead and spray, and then step away from where you sprayed because you don't want to inhale this stuff, but it kind of like sits there for a second. So now I'm going to go in with my hairdryer and just help that dry a little bit faster and set it. And that's it, you guys. And this will stay all day. Now we're going to go in with our lip products. I am lining my lips with a NYX Professional Lip Liner in the color Los Angeles. It's kind of like a darker brown, using a light hand here. We still have that lip oil on. It's mostly sunken in at this point, but it's still there. Go ahead and line your lips. I do a tiny bit of an overline, blend it in. And now we are also going to use a Kylie Velvet Lip Stain or something like that. I don't have it in front of me and I can't remember what it's called, but I will link it for you down below. Love this stuff. It goes on wet, but it is going to dry a little bit of like a velvety matte, and it does get darker as it dries. You'll notice at the end of this video when I do my outro. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of powder, and you guys, that's it. Super simple, and it stays all day. And here is the final look, my friends. Hopefully this answered any of your questions about how I put on my eyelashes, my self-tanner, and how I do my makeup. You're gonna have to come back for part 2 to see how I style my hair. If you have any questions about anything, do not hesitate to leave it down in the comments below. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, my friends.